Far away.
Gregor, it's Thomas here from the BBC. Congratulations. Was that the type of win that this team needed?
Yeah, well, the win certainly. I think to get an away win is something that we've been waiting for a while against Wales. For this group, it's great to have some sort of confirmation that the hard work and the progress they're making victory. Also to come back in the second half when we went behind and work hard for that win and earn that win. That was good to see. A difficult situation, just with no crowd here, difficult situation with the win, difficult situation with injuries. So to see that togetherness and that character and power in the second half was encouraging.
Was the manner of the win, especially the last 10 minutes, the way you held on and managed to extend your lead right at the end, was that the manner of it a statement that this Scotland side is developing?
Yeah, look, I think we played better in the second half. Though we started the game well, and then we had 5 minutes where we just went to sleep. But the second half, we started taking the game to Wales. Maybe didn't get the rewards. We got held up a couple of times in the tackle, but the last 20 minutes we were in there. 22. We had some really good set pieces, our scrum and maul in particular, but also our forward carries. And maybe we could have played it more expansively at times, but it was winning rugby. It was enough to put pressure on Wales and just get us ahead on the scoreboard and keep hold of possession when we needed to.
Yeah, you conceded just 59 points, which is the best, going to end with the best defence in the championships, the best for a long, long time. What has been the shift from the camp to turn those kind of numbers around from maybe what they were up to the World Cup?
Yeah, well, we talked a lot about staying in the fight in games a lot more. We've had games where our defence before the Six Nations has been very good, but I think at times we've made it easier for teams, both in what we're doing defensively, but more than what we're doing attack. So we stayed in the fight in every game, and we didn't really get, obviously, the rewards in the Ireland and England game. But if you're in that battle for 60, 80 minutes, then you've also got more chances to win. I think a real credit to, first of all, the players, their determination, their togetherness, but also the coaches I'm working alongside. So Steve Tandy has driven the defence, really connected with our players, brought excellent detail, and just in the last couple of weeks, John DL with the forwards, and obviously Peter de Villiers prior to that in the Six Nations has really added to our forward pack, and Mike Blair's doing most of the attack coaching now. So it's great that we've got these coaches developing and working really closely with the players.
Yeah, and finally from me, Gregor, is this Scotland side now ready next year when the Six Nations comes around to make a good tilt at the title?
We'll see. We've been in every game this year. We had our chances to beat Ireland. We picked up a losing point, bonus point over there. A 3-3 against England. I believe we had a clear penalty that would have taken us to 6-3. And obviously we lost that game. But the last 3 games we've won. And we know there's a lot more to come. Like that, if it wasn't such a special victory and the character that was on show, I'd be thinking there's so much we've still got to improve. But you need those wins to build that confidence in the group, for the players to see there's progress. But come next Six Nations, we will have to be better. The teams we're playing against are very good. So it's a step in the right direction, but there's a lot more work to do.
Thanks, Gregor.
Anyone else for immediate use, or we're happy to go into 10 p.m?
Hi, Gregor. It's Ryan here from STV. What sort of moment can this be individually for the players themselves as they go forward in terms of that confidence boost that this one could do?
Yeah, I think they'll know that they can match the best teams in the world. I'd hope they've got that already with the victory over France. But today away from home just confirms it again. but sport changes quickly. You can't rest on what you've done. We'll have a very tough game in 2 weeks' time against Italy away from home, and then we'll go France again, who are in great form. So we'll just have to see what we can improve. Obviously, more players will get opportunities as we go into Autumn Nations Cup. Some because we want to look at different combinations, others because of injury. So building that depth and that competition will be really important for our long-term success, not just one or two individuals in the team, a group of 30 to 35 that can play at test level and help Scotland win.
And with eyes already on the Lions tests next year, we've seen Warren Gatland already. He wants the Scotland players to show that they can win outside of their comfort zone. Again, for themselves individually, that must cement their place even further, or help to cement a place in the squad.
Yeah, again, it's a good performance. I went away from home, and some of our players really played very well today. But I'm sure the Lions will be selected on a number of games, especially those in the Six Nations. So we just need to repeat that and look to improve.
Thank you, Gregor.
Gregor, it's Phil Blanche here from Press Association. Just one from me. I just wonder, obviously, winning culture is everything. Just how hard has it been to turn it around and create that winning culture?
Yeah, you learn from your defeats. That's first part of a winning culture. So learn from a coaching point of view what we can do better, but also the pain and lessons you learn from a defeat as players will help you. We obviously had a very disappointing final game in the World Cup. So to take that learning into how we played in Ireland and throughout the Six Nations was pleasing that we were able to improve and use those lessons to improve. Confidence comes from how you train. Confidence comes from your teammate beside you, knowing what they can do. But also confidence does come from wins. So that's good that we've registered that away win. And our next game's away from home too, so that'll be a real challenge.
Thank you.
Okay, move on to 10 p.m. then, please.